What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, a trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. So first day of trading week, Monday, guys, new week, new month and new days. So let's see what kind of trading opportunity currently we have in the market. We'll be looking at all the instruments including gold, GBP USD, AUD USD and Euro dollar. Now before I progress, make sure that you like this stream, smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. And before I progress, make sure guys, everyone use any kind of trade as a display and use in a demo only. I recommend you always use in a demo account to open any trade. So make sure that you stick till the end to see what kind of or trading opportunity we have in the market, and also at the same time use the live chat. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. I'll try to cover all the questions that coming along the way. So I will be looking at AUD USD, looking at the daily chart on AUD USD, then we will be looking at gold as well. So looking at AUD USD, we see that there is a long bearish engulfer on the daily time frame on AUD USD. Now this is the resistance line on AUD USD. With this daily, from this daily resistance, the price had a strong drop. Now if we look at the monthly time frame on AUD USD, we can see that from the monthly perspective, this is a bearish candle on the monthly on AUD USD, which has a long wick at the bottom, and also there is a healthy body here. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective, from this level there was a massive drop on AUD USD. Now with that massive drop, the price had a little pullback and we can expect another drop on AUD USD after retest. So looking at the daily so far, we can see that the bulls tried to break the high initially today. I expected to move up, but it didn't. We see that the price slowly rejecting on the lower time frame. Now looking at the 4-hour perspective, we see that what I see AUD USD, this is a double top here on AUD USD. Now from this double top, the price had a very strong drop correction. We can expect another drop on AUD USD. Previous session we saw a narrow doji on the 4-hour time frame, and from that level what I think that AUD USD might drop towards the downside. If we look at or further lower time frame, we'll see how the price action is evolving. But as you can see here, there is a long bearish engulfer followed by a smaller narrower channel bullish pullback. We can expect AUD USD to come down to create a new lower low. So with that said, I will be waiting for an entry in all of them. So from this AUD USD, if we jump on to the gold, we can see that gold is, if we look at the 1-hour chart on gold, even on the, so first daily. Now from the daily perspective, if you have seen my yesterday's analysis, this is what I discussed, that gold, you can see this is a resistance line on gold, and from that resistance we see that there's a long wick on the daily time frame followed by series of lower high in that zone. And today initially the price has gone up, and from that zone we see that the price slowly rejecting towards the downside. Now from the intraday perspective, we can see that AUD gold is, after this rejection so far, initially has come down, and then we see now in a pullback. So from the if we look at the 15 minutes time frame, so here we open two trade today, 2 trades on gold. The first one didn't work out, it has gone up down, and the other one we have secured some profit, is still running this one with some more profit on it. So I want to see that this one may not come down. It's a risk-free trade now at the moment. I moved the stop loss at entry on this trade. So basically I have closed here around 23 pip, 50% of this 23 pip, 30%, the rest of the position is still running. So in that zone, the stop loss at entry, and let's see if it managed to break down, we'll take the full profit. Otherwise we'll make it a break even here with the 30% profit. So as soon as we will find another entry, I'll be looking to enter. If it is in the live, yeah, definitely will be looking to enter as soon as I find an entry opportunity. Let me know in the live chat, guys, how are you doing and how was your trading day today. Will be good to share your experience as well. Good evening, Wiz. How are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Equatorial, good, thank you very much. Equatorial, good day, Wizard. Hope you had a splendid weekend. Yeah, absolutely, I had a very good weekend. Welcome to grinding time, selling gold. What's your... Yeah, I'm going very well, thank you. Laura, good afternoon. Lutfi, hi, good evening from Algeria. Nice to see you, thank you very much. Nice to see you. US30, thank you very much. Tofia, today we'll have a quiet trading time, holiday, United States and Canada, Labor Day. Yeah, absolutely, we see that little bit of quiet day, but it's still, you see, still the market is moving because it's the first day of trading week. You see that this is a 15-minute chart on gold, and if you look at here daily opening, where is the daily opening? Let me mark it up. So we saw the daily opening here, and if you look at though it's a quiet day, but still there has been significant volatility. You can see that starting opening here, there is a big impulse, and then there is a head and shoulder breakdown. Still the market is basically in a volatile situation. So let's see, but still, if there is an opportunity come along the way, definitely we'll be looking to enter as soon as you will find that. Let me know, let me see what we have here now. Here, this is the 5-minute chart. I'm expecting, it might go up, break this high, and then could come back down, but there is a probability also from here to drop. If it drops, let's see how it does. So gold is still now currently in a sideways. If you look at the daily, you see that the market opened here with a gap and then has gone up, come back down to the daily support level. From this level, if it drops, then we will be hitting the TP. Still from 30 minutes time frame, we can see that the price still again trying to create a downside movement. So if you look at the 15 minutes, which is closing in 2 minutes time from this candle, so if it is closing as a red bearish candle, we can expect for the next one to come down. Though it is a risk-free trade, as soon as you will find another opportunity, we will be looking to enter in this situation. Hi coach, back from long vacation. Mohammed Absil, you are welcome. Mark, morning. Jackson, hello everyone, let's coach some pips. Yeah, absolutely, Jackson, thank you very much. Trevor, and good morning from Jamaica. Thank you, Trevor. I'm out on my entry because of the spread. Okay, so you had a bigger spread because of maybe low volatility, could be. Okay, so euro dollar, please check. Shaman, good day sir. No trade yet, just waiting. Yep. Mohammed Yusuf, thank you very much. So let's see now. I will be looking at, this is where we see that the price slowly trying to create a downside momentum. And in the meantime, let's quickly look at AUD USD and GBP USD as well. So looking at GBP USD, if I look at GBP USD from 4 hour, I was looking at here, you can see that GBP USD maintaining a downtrending market structure. Now if you look at here on daily time frame on GBP USD, now this is a very crucial point to look at on GBP USD, because as I mentioned earlier, let's say if you look at DXY or you know AUD USD, Euro USD, almost once you understand one instrument price action, you can reflect it back to all other instrument. Now if we look at GBP USD, looking at the monthly first of all, now from the monthly, this is a, if you look at here, there is a long week on the monthly time frame. Now from that long week candle, there is a long rejection on the monthly, followed by, you can see another monthly candle that has a healthy body, and also there is a long wick at the bottom from the monthly perspective on GBP USD. Now this month we have seen that initially has gone up, and from that zone we see that the price has come down to this level. Now at this point we see that on GBP USD the price so far started to drop, and because the price couldn't break the high, we might see that again the price coming down to test the monthly low. This is the monthly low on GBP USD. Now if we look at the weekly time frame, from the weekly we can see that this is the weekly candlestick pattern, and we see that from this weekly candlestick pattern the price has gone to the upside, and from that level we see that so far after this pullback the bulls not getting enough strength. What I think that we might see another wave of drop on GBP USD. Now looking at the daily time frame, we can see that from the daily, this is the daily price action where series of lower high has been created on GBP USD, and this is where we see that it's a downtrending market. And last day of trading week, this is the NFP candle, which is a very strong bearish candle on the daily. Now today so far has gone up, and what I think that again the sellers might try to break this low. This is the support level on GBP USD, and from that support we can expect for the price to drop. Now from the lower time frame perspective, we can see that this is a support down resistance here. So this is the support here, resistance here, resistance here, where we can see that this is a resistance here. The price tested the 20 MA, tested this support as a resistance, and from that zone we can expect for GBP USD to come down. So what I think that in this instrument, after testing this level, we can expect for the price to drop to create a new lower low. So there is a probability for GBP USD, in my opinion, to drop, a strong drop, correction, drop, correction, and we can expect for the price to create series of lower high and lower low. So there is a probability for GBP USD to drop in that direction. So you can see there is a long wick here as well. This is what we discussed in our previous sessions, live session, that GBP USD might drop from this level. After testing this, we see that, and with that said, we could see that the market coming down to create a new lower low. US30, thank you very much. Euro USD, yeah, absolutely not a good weekend. Still leaking my runs up also from MFF. Yeah, Mark, that's what happened. Everyone got hard on it, so it's really sad. I understand it's really sad for everyone. Hopefully that all of us will be able to recover from it. Thanks for that. Virtual gold might rally up to 1942 before drop to 1934 when New York session open at 8:30 a.m. Yep, I think so. Let's see. Let's go back to gold again to see how it is evolving. Thank you, Natal Ibrahim, thank you very much. So let's see now on here we see that ultimately it has dropped again, gold towards the direction that we expected. So if you mark two accounts with 100 and 20k. Okay, so thank you very much. So you see that here from the, if we look at, so this is the daily chart on gold, and I'm going back and forth on the daily chart is because you see the price has got rejected from this level. Here is the resistance line, and from that level, okay, we see that the price got rejected. And what I think that, from that zone we can expect for the price to break down to create a new lower low. So now from the 4 hours so far, we see that potentially the price is rejecting. I think that we could see it's keep pushing down. From 15 minutes also the trend is down still, and if with this movement, as we see the market again dropping down, we can expect for the price to come down to create a new lower low. All right, so looking at that, let me see. Okay, good morning, thank you very much, Jofia. Yeah, many traders, 2 accounts, 3 accounts, many of them has $1,000 payouts got stuck, and so yeah, it's something really shocking. Okay, so let's move forward. Always the best thing in the world is to look forward, moving forward, looking forward, and then learning from mistake. Okay, this is the best thing that I would say. Okay, so let's move forward to have a better day. Okay, today is rainy day, tomorrow definitely will have a better day. Everything happened for a reason, and everything happened for the betterment. Okay, so yeah, guys, please thumbs up. Only 30% watches people. Yeah, thank you, Zofia, that's fine. Thanks for your calling, it's really appreciated. Yep, thank you very much. Okay, so looking at, so you see that gold is started to drop now. I will be looking at, let's see, dollar yen I was looking at as well. I posted early analysis as well on dollar yen. So looking at daily, looking at the daily time frame on dollar yen. Now dollar yen, for me, what I think that it's a bullish market. Dollar yen, looking at the monthly, we can see that from the monthly perspective, this is a long-term bullish market, dollar yen. Okay, so with this long-term bullish market, we see that the price was creating series of higher low in that direction, and we can see that with this series of higher low creation, there is a monthly long wick that has this is a support level here. The price grabbed liquidity and formed this long wick candle, followed by previous months. Also, we have seen a candle that is bullish. Okay, so with that bullish candle, we can see that there is a long wick here. Okay, so with that long wick, what I think that as the price tested this support, we can expect a bounce to the upside to create a new higher high. So from the monthly perspective, I think that dollar yen may keep pushing high. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly here, what I see, the dollar yen is potentially bullish. The reason, if you look at my weekly forex forecast, previous week, this week has not been posted, so you'll see that this is what I discussed on dollar yen, that the price is likely to break this low, gather liquidity, and then to bounce up. The price is that the reason I have discussed that way is because if you look at this bullish candle, this is after this move, the price has formed a bullish candle that has closed before this previous weekly high. So there is a probability for a high probability for the price to drop to that zone, and it did that. And what we see that now from this level, the price has crossed that, triggered that liquidity has, so back to back 2 weeks of liquidity trigger, dollar yen has formed a long week weekly candle, and there is a high probability that now the price will try to create a new higher high. As we see that bigger picture price action is bullish. So with that said, if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the support here, this is a resistance here, and this is a support here. So we see that there is a liquidity trigger, and then there is a long wick bullish candle. Now with that long wick bullish candle, what I think that dollar yen might create a new higher high in that direction. So from the lower time frame perspective, we see that this is a bullish candle consolidation, another bullish candle. What I think we could see that the price coming down and then gathering liquidity, and then we can expect it to move up. So this is what my idea here is, that the price might break the low here, though it is, you can see it's 33 minutes remaining, it's not moving anywhere here. So that means that it's not getting enough strength to go up, so it needs liquidity, highly likely it will break, and then we can expect it to trend towards the upside. Okay guys, hope that you are enjoying. Guys, make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Any question, don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat and using this live chat. And also you can find, if you want to join a regulated broker, you can join the link below this video for a recommended broker. Also I can give you a link for regulated broker in the live chat. You can use that link to register with a regulated broker if you want to join that. So I have given that link in the live chat. So let me see. Good evening, coach. Thank you very much. Kilesh, thank you. Sophia, we will survive something what cannot be taken from us. Skills. Yeah, very good. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. It's all about making a conscious choice. Okay, very good point. Okay, thank you for that. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much, sir. GBP JPY. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you. GBP JPY. Thank you very much for that. So let's see on GBP JPY. Thank you. So looking at GBP JPY. Now if we look at GBP JPY, what we see that here, looking at the monthly time frame on GJ. Now as we have seen that with that of dollar yen, if we look at GBP JPY almost moving in the same fashion. If we look at the monthly on GBP JPY, we can see that there is an impulse here on GJ, okay, with this big impulse followed by a narrow candle on the monthly time frame. So there is a long wick here on the monthly, and with that long wick we see there is a monthly bullish candle that has long wick here and also long wick here in both sides. So we see that on GJ the market this month so far, in the first couple of days, basically first 2 days, the price has come down for a pullback. Now it's started to move to the upside, and we can expect for the price to move up to create a new higher high. So looking at the weekly on GJ, we see that there is a weekly doji, and if we look at this overall picture, we can see that with this impulse on the weekly time frame followed by this correction, and we can see that the price started to move up in that direction. So here after previous weekly doji, this week the price has created an impulse to the upside from the weekly, and we can expect for the price to go up and to create a new higher high. So looking at the daily time frame on GJ so far, we can see that from the daily perspective there is a low correction, a drop, and then it's now so basically here the structure is a bit it's a clumsy. The daily market structure is bullish, but at the same time there is a strong rejection. So you could see lower time frame liquidity grab before it's moving towards the upside. So from the lower time frame perspective, we see that GJ here, this is where we see that support here, resistance here, and also resistance here, resistance here. What we can expect on GJ is for the price to come down, okay, to test this previous resistance as support, and then to give us potentially bullish trading opportunity on GBP JPY. So here this is the 1 hour chart. You can see there is a very nice looking impulse. We can expect a correction, and then we can expect for this price to move up to create a new higher high. I hope that you guys enjoying. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Okay, thanks for that. Hi, good evening, sir. Thank you very much. Today any news for gold in no, today I think there isn't any news coming up. Let's see the news calendar on Forex Factory. So what we see here on which is tomorrow, very important news coming up on AUD, and with that AUD news, we could see some volatility on gold as well as AUD pairs. Okay, so tomorrow, after tomorrow, both days news, and the next day, that means tomorrow is AUD, and then next day AUD plus CAD plus USD. So let's quickly look at those pairs, then we'll be coming back to gold again. So let's see first gold here as well, if there is any entry. So we are running that gold trade here, which is running, we are still running in profit. Let me know guys if you're running that. This is the trade that we have opened early today. This is what I always try to explain, is that actually to be profitable, no matter what, you need to hold a trade for a bigger profit target. Okay, there is no other alternative than holding a trade for bigger profit target. This is all about taking bigger taking a bigger trade to an extended profit target. This is only the way one can be profitable. Short term, in the beginning, when I begin, I also did that. I closed the trade early. All right, so it's a learning process, and in that case, that I would say that still, if you keep your risk low, then you still can maintain that. Even see, if you keep your risk low, all right, then even if you take the trade with a small, if you take a smaller profit, still you're gonna make it. All right, if you keep the risk low, which is very, very important. And that's why I always mention, always discuss about keeping the risk low. And the main point here that causes us to take a big risk, when couple of losing trade comes, the account come to the drawdown, there's a tendency to go back to where we were. So which is a very common phenomena. So what I would say that in that case, always to look at how you are feeling about about your emotion is very important in trading. It's a big emotional game, trading, so you need to have, so that's why keeping a smaller account is a very, very good approach. In that case, if you keep account smaller, let's say even if you take by mistake a bigger risk, still you are not risking your whole account, which is very, very important. So I would recommend you always to keep a smaller account, and also in that smaller account also take a smaller risk. So that's the best way to to mitigate any kind of a bigger risk in an account. All right, so if you also trading with a broker that is not regulated, also that could be a risk as well. So that's why we recommend regulated broker. The broker link is in the description area. You can use that broker, they are regulated. So also I have given a link in the live chat, you can use that to register. Also, I always recommend you to trade on a demo account until you become profitable in a demo account. I do not recommend to go to the live. So let's see now on, so this is where we see gold. We need to wait for an entry. If we find as soon as, we will be jumping on that. Okay, so let me know, guys, how are you doing? Okay, USD JPY, I will be looking at that. Taylor, did he already go over euro dollar? Euro dollar, not yet. Favor, yeah, absolutely. Just more stories about, very good. Yeah, trading psychology is a big part of trading that most trader overlook. So it is very important that you are aware of that, which I also give a lot of emphasis on it. Do you expect some volume spike at New York Stock Exchange open, or is it bank holiday today? And yeah, there is always during the New York session opening, there is always some kind of volume comes because even if it is a bank holiday, but it's still the market is open, means there is a probability for having some volume coming up in the market. Market is slow today, but it's still I see that the market is trending, right? So we can have some kind of opportunity, but be aware of the spread widening, because when there is a spread widening, in that case you might be what I can say, that even if your trade is not hitting the stop loss, due to the spread widening, it might hit the stop loss. So always in a low volume market, always look at the spread widening. That will be helpful when you are trading. So here gold, what we see that we are running that trade on gold. What I see that the market here on the 15 minutes, if we see that it's not rejecting, then we might close the rest of the position here, which is around 20 pip currently. I'll see what happened with that current 5 minutes candle. So in the meantime, this is a very good preparation for tomorrow as well. Today also, now AUD USD, tomorrow is very volatile day on AUD USD. Now here from 4-hour time frame, what I see that AUD USD is potentially bearish. Now from that AUD USD, we see that actually gold also could be potentially bearish. So looking at AUD USD, what we see that from this level, if you look at bigger picture from the daily, from this daily perspective, first of all, I'll look at the monthly to see overall picture on AUD USD. So we see that in this monthly time frame on AUD USD, there is a this is a monthly candle that has a long wick at the bottom. So what does that mean is that when there is a long wick, let's say in a monthly candle, there's a long wick at the bottom, there is a chance that AUD USD might feel that long wick at the bottom. All right, so if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is the weekly double top here on AUD USD, and from that zone we saw there is a strong drop followed by a correction, and we can expect another drop on AUD USD. Now from the daily, this is the daily chart here, there is a bearish candle on AUD USD. So this is a resistance line on AUD USD, and what we see that from that level there is a long bearish candle, and as so far we see that the market today has gone up to the liquidity zone. This is what I called a price station. Okay, so the price station is what I called where the market is about to reverse. In majority of the time you'll see that this zone is maintained for a reversal. So from the lower time frame, we can see that there is a long bearish movement followed by this correction, and we can expect another drop on AUD USD. So from that perspective, we see that here on the lower time frame, after this big drop, consolidation, we can expect AUD USD to move towards the downside. Okay, so with that respect, what we see that AUD USD trying to create slowly downside momentum, and if we reflect it on gold, because they almost follow each other, then okay, so we see that here here so far slowly still maintaining that bearish move on gold. Okay, so here what do you see that there's a potential for further drop, so still maintaining the downside. The trade that we are running, I would rather close. Let me see how far we are. Still just 15 minutes closing here. I think we might see this is the 30 minutes. Yeah, so there is still probability for drop, so let's keep that running. Okay, let's keep that running, and once you see that entry, you will be entering the trade. Dustin, oh yeah, thank you very much. Euro dollar, thanks for that. I mean that New York session, so timing, because even you know, people trade all around the world. Let's say we are not in New York, but we trade on New York session. With that said, though there is a bank holiday, but still there are some movement in the market. There will be always, because somewhere it's open, and there is always, there's a, you know, this is the what I can say, that diversity in Forex market. That's why many people like to trade in Forex, because Forex is basically globalized market, and you know, anywhere there is somewhere the market is opening. So I have an app that I use to see where the market is opening. That's a free app, you can download it. It's called the Forex Hours. So currently closed market is Tokyo, Hong Kong, Sydney, and open markets are New York, Frankfurt, and London. So basically this market, somewhere, you know, let's say London is open, so you're gonna get the volume. Frankfurt is open, you're gonna get the volume. So it's not that, let's say London open, so only UK is gonna trade. No, so any country in that time frame is gonna trade. So there will be volume always, but might not be as much as when you see, let's say, the day where there is a lot of news coming up. Not that kind, but there will be something. Okay, so morning everyone, thank you very much. Can you look at gold? Yeah, absolutely. We are looking at gold now. At this point, if we look at here, let me see, we should take the TP, or I would rather keep running this position, because looks to me that there is a probability for further drop. This 1 hour candle here, you can see, which is forming a bearish candle. So you see that you know, DXY is still maintaining some upside momentum. Let me see the DXY. So looking at DXY, we can see that from the monthly time frame, we can see from the monthly there is a bullish candle. From the weekly, we can see that there is a long wick here on the weekly perspective, and with this impulse followed by, we have seen significant correction. From the daily, we can see that from the daily time frame as well, there is a bullish engulfer followed by a correction, and we can expect further upside on DXY. So here we see that this is an impulse to the upside on DXY, a correction, and we can expect another impulse. So DXY showing potentially upside. Now with that said, if we see the DXY upside, then gold, we can expect it to move to the downside. Okay, so there is a probability for gold to move to the downside, which we see that at this point still maintaining that downtrend. So here you can see this market here maintaining bearish price action, creating series of lower high and lower low. So trend, you know, understanding the trend is very, very important as well. And the trade that we have opened here is also based on the downtrend. The first one didn't work out, but the second one worked out well. So if you want to join our courses for learning the way I'm trading, also you can join the link below this video. You can click the link and then visit the website. You can click join now button if you want to join me in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So link below this video, you can click the link and then you can visit the website. Also you can find a link at the top of the chat, so where you can see all the information on the website. so you can ask any question using the live chat. Yes. Yeah, it was so sad. I would say, as I mentioned, that there is always so sad. Sometimes it's hard to interpret, but as I mentioned, what happened, everything happens for a reason. First thing. Secondly, um, yeah, definitely something that sad, because a lot of people haven't got paid out. A lot of people got their account stuck. There are two sides in each coin, okay, but at the same time, maybe something good for the future, okay. So it's a two-way. As I mentioned, there is always two sides in each coin. So yeah, so I have understand, I have read a lot of article from them, but many of them that you guys also know, so there is nothing nothing to discuss more because you guys knows. But the thing that I will say is that I would completely be fully honest with you in that in that news. You have seen that this week I didn't post any videos or anything like that, because I really had a little bit of try to understand what happened and everything. So what I would say is that first thing, anything whatever happens is for the better, okay. This is how I think and I train my brain. So secondly, always try to make a conscious decision, anything. That's the thing. And when let's say the regulator give a hand to it, so basically it's for you as a trader. So they always, any regulatory body, they always will help you, okay. So even some account got stuck, some people didn't pay out, but it could be something for better. So as I mentioned, always looking forward to have a good day. So it's a always a balancing situation. So yeah, there is anything happen like that will make a change, will at least will create a awareness, okay. So that awareness is a big helpful for traders to make a conscious decision, or maybe because it's all about our conscious choice that we make our life. So yeah, hope that everyone will learn from it, and then create a better future for all of us. Thank you very much. Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, absolutely. Everything happened for the reason, but not necessarily for the better. This is also a little bit of subjective, or um, it's a very deep understanding that we need to know. But yeah, I really what I try to think is how you guys are feeling on that matter. So this is the main thing for me as a coach. And also you need to also learn to forgive each other as well, isn't it? Because whatever happened, let's move forward and look for a better day, okay. This is only the thing I can say. Yeah, luckily I do both funded and personal, but it's Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks for that. So sad, and all those affected hanging there. Let's keep our hopes high. Yep, thanks for that. Yeah, absolutely. Ajay, no, I don't use any prop firm. I trade my own fund. Okay. I don't use any prop firm yet, but I might use in the future. I don't say that I'm not use, but so far I use my own fund. Okay, but I might use prop firm. Okay, so it depends on the future situation. But so far I haven't used any prop firm. Euro dollar, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Good evening, coach. Good evening, all. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are share reviews on euro dollar. Yeah, we will be looking at that on euro dollar. Okay, so looking at euro dollar, looking at bigger picture. First of all, looking at daily on euro dollar. Okay, so we see that from the daily perspective, first of all, I look at the monthly. Okay, so from the monthly perspective, you can see that this is a long bearish candle followed by we have seen another candle is coming down, and with that, with that bearish candle, what we see that here after little upside, we can see the price has started to drop on euro dollar. And what I think that here we might see some downside movement, because you can see that here there is a bearish engulfer, there's a long wick here, followed by the price after a little pullback started to drop, and we could see that euro dollar is coming down to break this low to create a new lower low. So if you look at the weekly time frame, here is the key points on euro dollar from the weekly. There is a, you can see there is a long bearish movement followed by this correction. There is another drop followed by, we have seen that here is a long wick pin bar on euro dollar. So basically this long wick pin bar is a strong rejection from the top. After crossing this weekly high, we saw that there is a long rejection, and with that rejection we see that euro dollar, we could see that the price started to drop. And if we look at the daily, what we see that from the daily perspective, there is a long bearish drop followed by what we can expect on euro dollar for the price to go ahead and then continue to drop. So basically on euro dollar, we see that back to back 2 days of drop, and we can expect for the price to, after little pullback, I think that the price could remain bearish in this move. So from the lower time frame perspective, this is there is a strong impulse followed by a correction. We have seen another impulse followed by another correction, and then we can expect for the price to continue to drop to create a new lower low. So there is a, if you look at this euro dollar, we see that here the price action is, this is a head and shoulder. Okay, so with that head and shoulder breakdown, and what we can expect on this instrument is that for the price to remain bearish, because in fact this is an impulse correction. So the price may create series of lower high and lower low in this market. So let's see how it does, and what I think that here, so euro dollar may create a downtrending market structure, which we see that euro dollar is doing. So yeah, AU, thank you very much. Be your own boss. That is okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, I agree. Awesome. Thank you very much. Here it comes. So NASDAQ. Okay, we'll be looking at NASDAQ now. Before I go to the NASDAQ, make sure guys you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel. So can you make a thumbs up and also make sure you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel. That's awesome. Thank you for your support to the channel. I really appreciate that. And also, you know, this weekend also I'll be releasing some content that will help you in your trading. So make sure you stay tuned for all of them to be visible on your homepage. So let's quickly look at, I see that some downside on gold. To see we are still holding that position, which in fact moving in that direction, so which is good for us. Let me see here. Okay, so here what we see that from the from the 1 hour chart, there is a 1 hour candle close. So on gold as well, we see that close from 1 hour perspective, which is showing potentially bearish. So we can expect a hit on this profit target on gold. So let's see from the what I can say, as there is a 4 hour candle close, I will be quickly look at all the instrument to see there is an opportunity for us. AUD USD back to back two narrow candles, CAD CHF, CAD JPY, GBP JPY, CHF JPY, Euro AUD, Euro CAD. So we see that because of the market, we see there is still the market. So we see that USD pairs showing downside, most of them. Gold is down, NASDAQ also coming down for a deeper drop. So if we look at that, okay, so from this perspective, what we see that on okay, so we see that all the instrument in a very narrow range, except we see some movement on gold, which is only we can see at the moment. The price is still maintaining a downtrending structure on gold. So from this gold movement, what I predict for tomorrow is that, you see, this is the daily chart. The price just has come down below the daily low. So if I delete that, what we see that you can see here, the previous day there is a doji here with a long wick at the top, and here what we see that the price from this level, you know, created a strong rejection, and with that rejection, what we can expect on gold for the price to come down to test the daily 20 EMS. So there is a probability, so we see that drop, which is good for us. And if you look at the daily, you can see that the price may continue to drop. So from that perspective, Okay, so we see maintaining downtrend is still all right. And guys, are you enjoying the live? Let me know in the live chat. How was your weekend as well? Perfect. Crypto Forex. So I'm Lakmal from Sri Lanka. It get gold trade. How is get entry? Lakmal, you are welcome. So you see that we are running already a gold trade, but I was waiting for another entry. Still not there. The gold trade that we have opened. Thanks for coming here, Lakmal. You are welcome. So the trade that we have open is here. Entry, which is 1942.10. Okay, so and then profit TP 1938.07, and then SO. Okay, so this is the trade which is almost nearing the TP. So here basically it's trending down. For an entry on gold, especially on the we need to see at least one. You see, this is the 15 minutes chart which is trending, but if we see one candle with a strong liquidity grab, I will be looking to enter as soon as I will find that. Okay guys, so also you can join me private in a private group. If you want to join our private group where you can see all the trade that I'm opening, you can join the link below this video, and also you can access all the courses that I have in our website. So link below this video, you can see that link, the first link below this video. Click the link, and once you are on the website, you can click join now button. So let me see here. Okay, so it's maintaining downtrend. It already has, you see there is a nice looking head and shoulder has formed, and then has a complete breakdown from that head and shoulder, so which is basically dropping, and it might come back to this support level. All right, so okay, very good drop. All right, so which is almost nearing our TP target. So let's see, gold is going down. Thank you very much. How do you get daily bias or sessions? Yeah, okay, we'll be looking at that from top down analysis. Okay, very good. Awesome. Bias from analysis, investment. Okay, thank you very much. What is your next? Okay, so mutually very good question. We'll be discussing that. So, Eddie from Indonesia, could you provide any gold signal? Okay, so gold, we are running one trade. Sayur, thanks for asking. Any trade coming along the way, definitely will be opening. Absolutely. Actually, what's your next entry? Yep, my next entry, I'm waiting for a liquidity trigger, because you see that from the daily. Okay, so if we keep our TP 1938.07, let me see if we need to close that position. I would rather close the current position because let me see, still running on. So if this 5 minutes candle is getting very strongly rejected, then the price is below this level. So still we see that the price is here we see that maintaining the downside, so still probability for further drop. Okay, so you can see that it's basically a bit slower but it's still moving. Use FBG to take any entry. No FBG from top down analysis, no trade for me. So yeah, different trader uses different strategies. Some use FBG. The main, my takeaway is that the best strategy that I found on trading is trading with the trend, and then entering after gathering a massive liquidity. This is the best way for me to trade. Is basically when you trade, when you identify the trend and then enter the position based on the trend is always the best. So if you look at a market, for example, how do you identify a trend? Is when you see that the market has a significant reversal, because a trend will never means, like, in majority of the time you see there are some symptoms of changing the trend. Let's say market is trending down, creating series of lower high and lower low. Okay, so lower high and lower low, which is a downtrend, and in that downtrending market, okay, so if let's say you see the break like that, chances that it's gonna come back again, because in majority of the time when a market trend down, it needs proper reversal pattern. So reversal pattern could be an inverted head and shoulder like that, or a double bottom, okay, or any kind of pattern or consolidation, liquidity grab, and then break to the upside. So once you see that market change its trend from a downtrend to an uptrend, tested this important previous resistance, turn support, and the price that, guys, you haven't had a sneezing. So we see that from once you see the market change its trend, creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrending market. So with that, in that uptrending market, right, once you see that the market trend is established, then looking for entry opportunity based on the trend. Okay, so this is the best way to enter within the direction of the trend, which is very important, that I believe, because when you trade with the trend, basically you are trading with the flow. Okay, which is very important, trading with the flow, and then holding the trade for bigger profit target will always give you an advantage over other traders. So these are the three most important part that I look at when I trade: market structure, price action, and liquidity. These are the three important things. So the market structure will determine the direction of the trend, price action will determine when to enter, and the liquidity will tell you that when the big boys are buying or selling in the market. So these are the most important component, and all my strategy basically based on this kind of the most important component of trading. Okay, so you can learn the strategy that I'm also trading. You can find the link below this video. You can visit the website, and then you can join me in a private group where you can learn, and also you can see every trade that I'm opening. So link below this video. Any question, don't hesitate to ask. So let's see now, where is the next, clarify that FPV. Okay, Potri, hello coach, would you please talk about US30? Take a look. Yeah, I will be looking at that. So looking at US30. Okay, so looking at US30, first of all, daily chart. Now what we see that from the daily perspective, this is a daily impulse on US30. From the daily perspective, we have seen this movement followed by there is a very strong rejection, right candle, and last day of trading week we saw that there was a long week, hanging, what is called the shooting star here in this previous resistance, turn support in that zone on US30. Now from the lower time frame perspective, we see that this is a resistance here, which is turning support, and in that area what we saw that on US30, the price, this is the resistance here, turn support, and form a double bottom in that area. Now with that double bottom formation, there is an primary impulse here on US30, and what I see that here in the zone on US30, we could see that a drop to the downside, and with the drop we can expect for the price to move to the upside on US30. So there is a probability for US30 to move up in that direction. So here a little bit of consolidation, and as you can see, we see gold is coming down. Basically they move almost in the same direction, gold and US30, AUD USD. So because gold is started to drop, we could see that US30 also dropping. This is why from the daily we see that this price action is still not clear here how it might move. So it might try to break to the upside, or it might move to the downside again to from this resistance line to create a new lower low. Right, so let's see how it does. Depending on the situation, we will be looking at how the market is doing. Okay, so you need to see a clear direction, then we can look for an entry. So can you explain GBP JPY? Yeah, check GJ, where can we sell bearish that GBP USD euro dollar? Thank you very much. GBP JPY. Okay. Okay, so looking at GBP JPY, here if we look at daily on GJ, first of all looking at the monthly, now from the monthly perspective we see that there is a long wick here, also there is a long wick here. Monthly candle is a bullish healthy body, there is a healthy long wick top and also healthy long wick at the bottom on GJ. And once the market opened today, we see that GBP JPY is heading to the upside. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective there is a long wick here and the price is heading to the upside on GJ. And with this long wick candle, what we see that the price has created this move, a strong impulse again, correction, we see that another possible impulse to the upside on GJ. Now looking at the daily on GBP JPY, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is a daily impulse here, okay, followed by this correction, and we see that here GBP JPY after dropping again trying to create another impulse. So basically this is a long-term uptrend which in fact heading in that direction. So from the lower time frame we can see that GJ is maintaining bullish market structure. So this is an impulse followed by a narrow correction. We can expect another impulse on GJ. So with that said, from the lower time frame, this is a very strongly bull market. You can see a very strong impulse, couple of hours of consolidation, and the price again heading to the upside on GJ. So with that said, what we see that on GBP JPY, the market is still maintaining bullish, and I think that it's gonna keep pushing high as we see that this market is continuously moving upside. It's a long-term bull market. Putri, thank you, coach. Great analysis. Thank you, Putri. You're welcome. Okay, so guys, I hope that you're enjoying. Let me know the live chat. Let's see gold again. Okay, so we see that gold keep moving down, and this is also trade that I'm running here on gold, and I don't know why it's showing like that. Let me see. It's not exact entry. 32.10. Okay, so we are about to hitting that TP. Let's keep that running. Okay, so with that weakness on gold, we can see that AUD USD also trying to create a downside momentum. You can see from 30 minutes and from 1 hour we see that AUD USD trying to create, this is the 1 hour candle on AUD USD. Let me see the 4 hour. Also after testing the 20 EMA, the price is trying to break. Okay, so here you can see on a AUD USD maintaining series of lower high, which is in fact the price trying to create a downtrending movement. So from 30 minutes, now depending on the volume, we might see that AUD USD dropping down, but as you know that the volume is a bit less, otherwise it could be a selling opportunity on AUD USD. As you can see from 15 minutes, the price has broken the high. I think that it's gonna, there is a probability for downside. So you see that as gold has triggered our profit target, so we have secured that 41p profit on that, so which is around 2 times profit. So congrats. Let me know guys, anyone were on that gold trade, let me know in the live chat. You can join the free Telegram channel guys. Make sure the link also for the free Telegram channel below this video. Thanks for that. We enjoy more with those stories. Thank you very much. Yeah, Faber, absolutely, this is the main channel where you learn all the stories, and it's good to have some good understanding about trading psychology. After I see gold coming down, DX also going down. Is there any explanation for that? Gold moving down. DXY. DXY is in a pullback. Okay, so I won't say that DXY is coming down yet, because if you look at gold, you can see that, look at the previous 2 sessions on gold, there is a long bearish engulfer. That bearish engulfer crossed the high and then closed as a long bearish engulfer, followed by we have seen another bearish engulfer here on gold. Now with that bearish engulfer, back to back 2 bearish engulfer has created this move. Now if you look at DXY, we can see that from the here we see previous session was upside, this session in a narrow range. So it's basically due to the volume you can't see the difference, but I say that potentially they're still moving in opposite direction, but sometimes when there is a less volume you might not find that difference coming. Okay, so yeah, it depends on, right? So I hope that you're enjoying. If you're enjoying, make sure you like this stream, and also if you are looking to join a regulated broker, you can join our recommended broker, link below this video for Trade. And also I can give you a link in the live chat for Trade. You can click that link and then you can register with them to be part of that broker. So let's see on Euro pairs what else we have. Euro dollar, NZD USD. So we see that most of the pairs, GBP USD, gold. So majority of the pair we see that on AUD USD as well. There is a bearish momentum, as we see that today is in some areas you have seen that there is a bank holiday, but still the market is very active. And tomorrow AUD news coming up, so there should have some really good volume coming up tomorrow as well, and onwards this week after the NF week, first week of the month, also very important. So with that said, I look forward to have some good trade coming up in the upcoming sessions. Any trade coming along the way, definitely I'll be opening, and also I'll be sharing in the VIP group as well. So with that said guys, thank you very much, and let's look forward to have another great trading week as well, like the previous week. and make sure you always do risk management, do proper analysis before you take a trade. Always use a demo account before you become profitable, and try to use a smaller account until you learn the proper risk management. So with that said, thank you very much, and I'll see you again tomorrow twice in this live. And until then, stay well, stay happy.